April 1994, and Manchester United and Oldham Athletic met at Old Trafford, with the two clubs due to come face-to-face again just 5 days later in an FA Cup semi-final. United had played only 2 days earlier and lost at Blackburn Rovers, though they were still top of the league. Oldham were at the wrong end of the table in 18th, but had given themselves a sniff of a chance of avoiding the drop by winning 3 of their last 4 games. Alex Ferguson knew his team had to bounce back to winning ways after losing to title rivals Blackburn. In one change from the 11 which started that game, Brian McClair came in for Paul Parker, an attacker for a defender, as United looked for goals to continue their push for the title. Veteran Oldham striker Graham Sharp was looking to add to his tally of 7 league goals for the season. Sharp wasn't partnered by Darren Beckford, who'd started in the 4-1 win over Queen's Park Rangers. Manager Joe Royle brought in Craig Fleming in a more defensive-looking formation. Royle understandably expecting his team to be under pressure for long periods. Paul Durkin was the man in charge. Match commentary from John Champion.
Easter Monday at Old Trafford, and a derby to savour between teams at the north and south ends of the English Premier League. In fact, Manchester United have more than twice as many points as Oldham Athletic. Rick Holden's header. It's Roy Keane for Manchester United, and now Hughes, and McClair can't force it beyond Chris Makin. 3 central defenders for Oldham this afternoon. Makin as the right back, Poynton as the left, and Sir Alex Ferguson playing 3 wingers, Sharp, Giggs and Kanchelskis. Sharp having to slot in at left back today, but he'll get forward. Ince. Manchester United beaten only 3 times all season in the Premier League. Here's McClair, and that's a corner. That 2-0 defeat at Ewood Park, a brace of goals from Alan Shearer on Saturday, came as a timely reminder that they can take little for granted. Just 3 points clear of Rovers now, and therefore victory pretty essential for them today. It's Giggs' corner. Up goes Keane. Made a real impression in his first season here, Roy Keane. £3.75 million from Nottingham Forest, and he looks very much at home. Ince, Keane, Steve Bruce, space for Hughes. Fleming, only partially clear. Kanchelskis, and Hallworth bravely diving at the feet of Giggs. Otherwise, Oldham would have been one down. Oldham have won their last 2 away games at Southampton and Aston Villa. They've won 5 of their last 8 in the league, to give themselves some hope of escaping the drop. Sharp, overhit for Giggs. And of course Oldham know all about relegation scraps after their heroics of last season when they stayed up on the final day by beating Southampton. But Giggs was very nearly in for Manchester United's opener here. It's a good piece of goalkeeping. Pallister. Hughes. Bruce. Now Kanchelskis. Keane. Sharp. Fleming's header. Bruce. Oh, there's Giggs! scores with a header. It's a rarity, but it was a good header. Gave the goalkeeper Hallworth precious little chance. Maybe Makin's challenge might have been stronger though. 11th of the Premier League season for Ryan Giggs. Problems for Oldham. McClare. Giggs. Hughes. Referee plays a good advantage. Kanchelskis. Lee Sharp. There's Ince. Good turn. Just unable to keep the shot down. He's got his quota of goals this season from midfield, Paul Ince. Keane. Bruce. And here's McCarthy. Oh, and he lost control at the vital moment. Sean McCarthy, just as destiny was beckoning for him. So far, most of his career has been spent in the lower divisions with Swansea and Plymouth, and latterly Bradford. And he must have dreamt about scoring at Old Trafford, and there was his chance. Foul on Kanchelskis by Rick Holden. Manchester United have already scored more than 100 goals in all competitions this season. 70 of them in the English Premier League. And 5 of them at Boundary Park back on the 29th of December when they won 5-2. Hughes goes through the tackle of Poynton. Kanchelskis. Fouls for handball against Steve Redmond. It's on the blind side of the referee. Little wink. Suggests that maybe there was something in it. Keane. Now Ince. Kanchelskis forced to check. Dennis Irwin. Kanchelskis a second time. As Makin's header. And Ince and Sharp got in each other's way. But Ince has battled through to win it back. Pallister might fancy one from here. And not a bad one either. Always rising. Bags of power. Joe Royle in his 12th season in charge of Oldham, and whatever happens to them this season, he's done a terrific job at the club. That FA Cup semi-final meeting between the sides at Wembley this coming weekend must be at the backs of some of the players' minds. But such is the importance of this league occasion that they're both going all out. Manchester United seeking a second consecutive title. Oldham just trying to stay among the elite, as they were at this time last season. Free kick given. Foul by Pallister on Sean McCarthy. But Oldham work long and hard on their set pieces in training. They've got Graham Sharp, they've got Rick Holden, they've got Mark Brennan, all of whom strike a dead ball well. 2 of them right footers. Holden uses his left. This is Graham Sharp. Schmeichel made the save, looked straight forward. Well, a very entertaining first half. Only a surprise that there's been just one goal scored by the head of Ryan Giggs, 17 minutes in. Oldham have stuck well to their task. McCarthy wasted their best opportunity. It's 1-0 to United at half-time. Six games to go for Manchester United after today, 7 for Oldham. It's the business end of the Premier League campaign. Oldham's recent spurt has given them a real chance of escaping the drop. Manchester United beaten 3 times, twice by Chelsea, both 1-0, and both with Gavin Peacock scoring the winning goal. A lot of other Premier League players would like to know his secret. Punched by Schmeichel. Back in by Brennan. Milligan. And Pallister eventually holding the Oldham striker off, and Graham Sharp with the follow-up. Fleming. It was McCarthy who challenged first of all, and when it fell to Sharp, his dipping volley fell nicely for Schmeichel. Oldham, of course, comparative minnows next to Manchester United in terms of finance and history and achievement, but they've shown in their 3 seasons in the top division that they're not to be taken lightly. And there's McCarthy. Oh, and he's equalised! Sean McCarthy with a belter of a goal for Oldham. And his dream has come true of a goal at Old Trafford. And what a goal! Schmeichel just got his fingertips to it. It's a nasty shot for Manchester United, who now need to reassert themselves on this contest. This is Gary Pallister. Ince. And Ince with some space for the shot. And they may have to consider a change or two, the home side, if they're going to find a second route through the Oldham defence. Missing Eric Cantona today. Here's Giggs though. McClare and Hughes waiting. Brian McClare didn't get hold of it. Growing sense of frustration from the home supporters. Oldham can't pin Giggs down. No one's getting on the end of his chances, not meaningfully anyway. And here's the substitution. Off goes McClare, and on Dion Dublin, recovering from that broken leg that ruled him out for most of the last 18 months. Brennan on Kanchelskis, and then some afters involving Holden too. Paul Durkin, a very sensible official. Giggs. Hughes. Lee Sharp. Ryan Giggs. Oldham working very hard to get men behind the ball. Pallister. Hughes. Keane. Pallister with a foot in. Giggs. Kanchelskis, Dublin! That is a very popular goal. It's only his 3rd appearance of the season because of that broken leg. And one of the fans' favourites, Dion Dublin, scores only his 2nd Premier League goal in the red of Manchester United. Devlin winning it for Hughes. And Oldham have a man down. They're a goal behind and there might be two behind. There's Giggs and Ince. It is 3-1 and Oldham are furious. One of their men was injured. Manchester United kept on playing and Paul Ince registers his 8th Premier League goal of the season. Rapier-like speed of the breakaway attack, and Oldham couldn't cope, especially with effectively only 10 men. Mark Brennan was face down on the turf, injured. It's a moment of bad luck that Oldham can ill afford. Big boost for Manchester United though. And down from his seat in the stand comes the Oldham manager. Seem to have patched Brennan up, and Oldham need him, trailing by 2 goals now. Giggs, Dublin and Ince the scorers, against Sean McCarthy's goal, spectacular as it was for Oldham Athletic. And here's Kanchelskis. Richard Jobson. Poynton. Bruce. Oldham throw. Irwin. Manchester United don't seem too hungover today by either the defeat of Blackburn or their loss in the League Cup final last weekend. 3-1 at the hands of Aston Villa. But it's Oldham who are chasing the game, and it's they who make a double change. Roger Palmer on the left and Darren Beckford coming on. 2 strikers. And in Palmer's case, bringing bags of experience. The referee didn't like the challenge of Steve Bruce on Graham Sharp. So here's an opportunity for Oldham. They've not been short of goals this season, but they've conceded far too many for their own comfort. 20 minutes to play at Old Trafford. Holden to take. And Palmer going in, and Graham Sharp brings it back to 3-2. Oldham's leading scorer in the Premier League gets his 8th and his 2nd of the season against Manchester United. He also scored against them at Boundary Park back in December. And Oldham are now not without hope. That's Redmond. And Dublin pursuing it through the middle. Irwin. Foul committed by Mike Milligan on a player who used to perform for Oldham, Dennis Irwin. Kanchelskis. Jobson got a foot to it. There is Paul Ince. Manchester United experienced that title-winning feeling for the first time since 1967 last season, and they want it again. They're in with a chance of the double, of course, with that FA Cup semi-final against Oldham coming up. The Latics, I'm sure, will have something to say about that. Oldham. Kicked clear by Ince. Bruce. It's an Oldham free kick. It was an untidy challenge by Lee Sharp. Not a regular left-back. Rick Holden has placed the ball. Words of advice from Neil Poynton and number 6 there, Steve Redmond. Rick Holden has one of the sweeter left feet in the Premier League. It's a good 30 yards out. Never really a threat to Peter Schmeichel's goal. But Oldham continue to pursue this game. Kanchelskis. Came off Bruce, it'll be an Oldham throw. This is Roger Palmer. Fleming had the shot, and now he's absent from his defensive station. Now this is Ryan Giggs. Kanchelskis to his right, doubling through the middle. Kanchelskis! Side netting from Roy Keane. That's the danger for Oldham. Manchester United are so effective on the counter-attack. And so quick as well. Owen lunged and got it at the second attempt. Hughes. Redmond. It's been a brave attempt this by Oldham, and they're not finished yet. Even a point would be valuable for them given their plight. Here is Ince for Manchester United. Hughes took a defender away through the middle. Giggs with the shot. Hughes! They are looking the more likely to score the next goal, if there is to be a next goal in this game. Time is rapidly running out. Redmond. Plenty of whistles from Manchester United supporters. Shows how well Oldham have played in this second half. Oldham throw. Barely time for Neil Poynton to take it. Palmer's flick. McCarthy. Neil Poynton. Very unlikely from there. Remember, he scored from a corner against Southampton last year. Spectators heading for the exits. And Giggs raiding and hoping to catch the Oldham defence out. Steve Redmond was there on guard duty. And Oldham's final chance from this Hallworth clearance. Sharp. And there is no more time. Manchester United return to winning ways, but their near neighbours Oldham are really struggling at the foot of the table now.
Manchester United went on to win 5 of their remaining 6 league matches and powered to their second Premiership title, losing just 1 home game all season. the Latics became sick of playing them. Later in the month, they lost an FA Cup semi-final replay to the Red Devils. And to make matters even worse, Oldham failed to win any of their remaining league games and were relegated.